24 hours in advance. But this weekend, the Metropolitan Police aren't taking any chances. A show of force ahead of Remembrance Weekend, but after they'd been accused of bias by the Home Secretary.
Are you resigning, Home Secretary?
You're off to Downing Street, Home Secretary.
You have to get sacked.
It's a day since Suella Braverman wrote an unauthorised article for The Times. Downing Street said Rishi Sunak still had full confidence in her.
Did you forget your resignation letter, Home Secretary?
Last weekend, central London, pro-Palestinian protesters, or mobs, as the Home Secretary called them, were, quote, largely ignored, she wrote in her article, while aggressive right-wing protesters were, quote, rightly met with a stern response. The police, she said, were applying double standards and played favourites when it comes to demonstrators.
Many other cabinet ministers have said the words that she used are not words that I myself would have used, but I have a productive relationship with her as a colleague.
A string of MPs took to Twitter to defend the Home Secretary, saying she was only saying what many voters believed. In Chippenham, quite a few people did, but not all.
Well, I think she's a fantastic Home Secretary, fully support her. I think she represents the majority of people in the UK, and it's something political that's going on. Yeah, so she gets my vote.
To me, it's a lot of fuss over nothing.
I think she's an absolute dill, but it's up to the Prime Minister what happens to her.
But it's MPs the Prime Minister has to face before voters. His risks: sack her, anger the right of the party, or keep her and anger the centrists. The Prime Minister is grappling with the decision at the moment, but some aides and ministers say unless he wants to appear weak, the decision is actually when, not if, and timings could be inextricably linked to what unfolds on the streets of London this weekend. If there is no disruption, the Home Secretary is proved wrong, that makes it easier for the Prime Minister. If there is disruption, her backers get to say, well, she's the only person who's called it right the whole way through. You can't possibly sack her. But there are already critics saying the words of the Home Secretary have emboldened members of the far right and made that disruption far more likely in the first place.
It is a difficult weekend. It is a tense weekend because of being Remembrance Weekend, but also the tensions that we're seeing in our communities on the back of the conflict in Israel. It is a difficult weekend for policing, and our job is to ensure that people are safe.
This evening, the Home Secretary met with Police Commissioner Sir Mark Rowley. A source close to her said she, quote, emphasised her full backing for the police. Suella Braverman remains the Home Secretary, for the immediate future at least.